Er det han? Ja. Shit, er ikke det den der Rachel Kemp?
You won't know this because I was in the audience, but I was just at SCAD watching you on stage, and that's where I saw the movie.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just curious, what the hell was that experience like for you with a packed theater? You know, it must have been amazing.
During the Q&A there?
Yeah, but also in the beginning, just walking out.
Yeah, I mean, I was very moved by what she was saying, the presenter. She was like talking about me as an actor, and I didn't know she was going to do that, and it was very moving. And I realized walking on stage that I haven't gotten any awards before, so this is kind of a big moment. I hadn't thought about it that way. And so I got a little emotional. And it's also emotional when it's students, because it's just a room filled with people who have dreams and aspirations, and I just remember what that's like, you know, so it was kind of a special moment.
I've been asking everyone today about filmmakers they love, and I'm going to be specific. Do you have a favorite Steven Spielberg film? Putting you on the spot.
I'm scared to say something wrong.
Oh, there's no wrong answer.
That's like, he's the director of Jaws, right? I'm not, okay, great. I think that's maybe my favorite.
I learned today that it's called Shark Summer in Norway.
Is it High Summer? Yeah, High Summer.
Right.
Shark Summer.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Chris Nolan movie?
I'm thinking like if it's, I think maybe Inception.
Yeah.
It may be Inception, or what's it called, the one with Interstellar. It's between those two.
Yeah. Again, no wrong answer. One of the things about, I'm jumping into the movie now, one of the things about this script is it's just so well written. It's so good. At what point did you realize when you were reading the script, you're like, oh, this could be a really special movie?
Well, reading it, I felt like I was reading a novel, and I didn't want it to end. You know, I was very immersed in it. Knowing that Joachim was the director and seeing the other actors, I felt like, oh, this could be very special. And during the whole shooting process, I felt like we were making, like every time I left set, I felt I made something of value that day. And so that sort of gave me a feeling that maybe this can be a good movie in the end. But I didn't try to think so much about the result while we were doing it, you know. But then when Joachim called me and said it was taken out in the, what's it called, the main competition in Cannes, I kind of realized that somebody saw it and appreciated it. That's a very, like, a relief, you know?
I'm fascinated by how actors get ready for that first day on set. So I know that he likes to do a lot of rehearsals, but a lot of actors don't like to rehearse, and they like to just be spontaneous in the moment. So for you, what was it like in that month leading up to that first day of filming and balancing rehearsal with being spur of the moment?
Yeah, I really like rehearsals, but I don't like when rehearsals are, you know, you're preparing to do something in a very specific way. I like when it's just talking and analyzing and testing things out without it being so set, you know? So I feel like we had a lot of conversations around the themes and about ourselves, like personally and privately in a way, and just kept on building on that, I guess. And then the first day on set, I was a little, you know, nervous. You are, of course. But then it was a scene with Renate. We were just talking about like our acting and what that was like for her, and I was just mostly listening. And I just felt like, I felt the character just arrive in a way, and I felt immediately moved by things she was saying, and I felt like it was flowing freely. So from that point on, I just relaxed mostly, and felt like this is gonna be fine, you know.
Is there a day from the shoot that you will always remember, like something that when you think back on the filming, it like just comes right into your brain?
Yeah, I have a lot of those days, but I think the biggest one is the day we shot the scene where Agnes comes to Nora's apartment with her father's script for her to read, and that was a very beautiful day. And arriving at set, the people were very focused, and everyone was excited and a little like anxious about the scene. We knew it was an important scene, and then we hadn't like prepared. I didn't know how I was gonna do it like specifically, so it was kind of interesting to see what happened, and it was very like, we were able to be very spontaneous, is that a word? Yeah. And present with each other, which it made it very like emotionally raw and truthful, I felt. And And at the end, there was some improvisation. I felt like I wanted to hug her on the bed in this end of the scene, and I was kind of scared because I didn't know where Casper, the photographer, was. But then right when I was thinking it, Joachim said, just go hug her. So I felt he was there and he could see my thoughts in a way. And so I did, and then I felt like, oh, I have to say, I love you, because that's what I feel and that's what I would want to say to my sister in that situation. And so I did that, and then the scene ended and everyone was crying, and the sound guy came in and said that he heard our hearts started to beat in sync when we were hugging, which is such a beautiful thing. It just sums up the whole scene and the whole movie. So I'll remember that day for the rest of my life, I think.
I have to stop. I'm just going to say I love your movie. Good luck with everything, and good luck with the rest of your speed dating.
Thank you.